We are recording. We are in this thing. All right, welcome to Burn the Ship, my friend. I appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you making the drive out. Is the drive out not that bad, huh?
Nah, not at all.
Came from Rome, right?
I was actually working right down the road here in Ackworth, so I was 10, 15 minutes away whenever I got in off work. So
That's a good deal right there. They're doing all the construction in the world in Cartersville right now, the most inconvenient time in the world.
Yeah, having
Right
to go
there.
through it every day is
Right
not
there,
fun.
coming off Rome bypass,
Yeah.
coming into Cartersville is rough right now. So
Yeah.
people call me all the time. They're like, "Hey, I'm gonna be 15 minutes late," and I'm like, "Hey, I already factored it into the schedule. Trust me, I'm used to it too, because I live in Rockmart. So I experience that all the time. I come here and then I have to drive to Rome, or I go to Rome Business Group and then I have to drive back. I experience all those same things. So that's good. Why don't you introduce yourself? Introduce your business. Tell people what you do.
My name is Matthew Turner. I'm co-owner of Up Down Garage Doors LLC. We're a brand new garage door company based out of Rome. One of our owners, me, I live in Rome. Our other owner, Aaron Richardson, he lives in Ball Ground, Georgia.
Nice.
We're going to cover all the way up to Tennessee, all the way down towards Atlanta. We have a very widespread area that we're able to cover, especially with where both of us live. I've been in the garage door industry for about 6 years, as has he. We both met up at a company together. He's worked at 2 companies. I've worked at 2 companies.
Both of you at the same time? Like the same companies?
Yeah, one of the companies that we both worked at the same time.
Oh, nice. Just one of them. Okay. Makes sense. Cool.
So,
And so when did you start?
our business actually opened up on April 25th, but I started doing garage doors back in 2017. So
Nice.
back in February of 2017.
Yeah, April 25th. So that is as we sit here today, that's what, a little over 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Well, congratulations, my
I
friend.
appreciate that.
What made you decide to wear the business owner hat instead of wearing the employee hat?
Main thing is just, of course, money and our travel routes. Working for myself, I kind of get to decide on how far out I go, as to working for another company.
Sending you in every direction every day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in way past Atlanta, 2 hours away one day, then I'm 3 hours up into Tennessee the next, and it's just all over the place. And just the headache of having to deal with an owner and everything else. If you don't do everything down to that T, it's just nothing's ever perfect for them,
Sure.
because it's their business. I mean, of course it's going to be that way, and I'm probably going to be that way too once I start hiring employees. It's just part of the game.
Yeah, it definitely is. Being that business owner and being your employee's friend is a tough thing to do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You
for
kind of
sure.
fall into that area where it's hard to tell people what to do once you get too friendly with them, and
Yeah.
I understand that as well. But that's cool, and I understand the boss and employee side of things too, because I think a lot of people, and that's kind of the reason behind the podcast, you know what I mean, is that a lot of people when they go into their business, it's for different reasons. They secure a contract where they know they're going to have 100 jobs a year doing garage doors. It falls in their lap and they have to kind of start from scratch. Like, some people never really get the opportunity of wearing that employee hat.
Yeah.
I would venture that you probably won't be that same way, because you felt like what it's like to be an employee and kind of be thrown around in every direction
for
so much
sure.
for so long. You kind of see it on the other side of things. So the why behind your business is cool. Is kind of, everybody I think seeks that little bit of independence
Yeah.
from running and owning their own business. Tell me a little bit about your business partner.
Aaron, like I said, he's been in the business as well for 6 years. We're both the same age. We're literally like 13 days apart in age. He's super
That'll
great.
be a good month when both y'all get to go on vacation. Yeah.
He's super great at his job. He does everything by the book. He works well with customers. He's very efficient at everything that he does inside and outside of the garage. So,
Have you guys kind of split your duties yet?
as of right now, I'm kind of controlling most of the job running and
Rendering of the service once people pay you.
Yeah, just as of right now, just until we get really busy enough for it to need both of us at the moment.
Sure. He's probably doing all the things that suck when you start your business: website operations, bank account, QuickBooks, bank statements, all those things.
Yeah, right now he's the one working on getting our website together. we're both kind of going over what our pricing is going to be, which we're going to have a low price guarantee. We know that, but trying to figure out the pricing for every single thing. We're looking at each garage door companies around the area, how we can go ahead and beat their prices right off the bat. That way, if people get a quote from them, they already know ours is going to be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, he's kind of handling all that side of it.
Sure. Well, that's pretty cool too. I remember when I first met you guys in RBG, what he was talking about, Aaron was talking about was like the very transparent pricing method. Like you're going to be able to look on the website and see what the prices are and know what it is that you're dealing with before somebody sends you a quote that quotes 50% of the work, which is a real thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's before we come out to the garage. I mean, you're going to at least have a rough estimate of an idea of what we're going to be charging you. We're also going to add in our website a door builder, so somebody can build the door that they want on their house, see what it's going to look like on their house, and then have the price right there before they even call us out to give them the estimate. So,
yeah, that's going to save you guys a lot of headache, I think.
Yeah.
So tell me what you've learned. Tell me what these first, couple of weeks, and obviously it's been some effort before that. What have you felt like you guys have done really, really well? Like what's been a win for you guys in these first few weeks, and what has been difficult? Like what have you been learning?
Definitely, it's not been as hard to get our name out there. I started a Facebook page with our name and pictures and stuff, jobs that we've already done, and just from that and joining a few contractor groups on Facebook as well. And I had Angie's Leads reach out to me, ask us to be their #1 garage door company that they give their leads to. Instead of us reaching out to Google asking for advertisement, I had Google reach out to us asking to put us on their front page for garage doors, which we turned that one down at the moment. Just most people, if they're gonna Google, they're gonna want to look at a website.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna wait till we get our website up and running till
Sure.
we're out there.
Well, you have to be able to convert some of those people before you pay the money for the visibility, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And so you've done well getting your name out there. You've had the Angie's listing, I'm assuming, has been good for you guys for as far as grabbing customers.
Yeah.
What has that relationship been like? I don't know a lot about that world. I know a lot of people talk about Nextdoor and they talk about Angie's List a lot, especially, but I don't know a lot about that.
And Nextdoor is one that we want to use as well because, I mean, I'm on Nextdoor. That's how I see a lot of contractors is Nextdoor, advertising on there. But with Angie's Leads, it's been great. Everybody there's been super helpful getting us up and running. We got paid for the lead. We can decline it if we want to decline it. It's not a big issue. They let us set our distance as far as we want to go, and they only keep us in that area.
They're not farming people in Kentucky for you.
Nah.
Yeah.
And if they send a zip code out of our area, they send us a message, hey, do you want to accept this job? They don't just force it on us like, oh, you got to do it. Here's your lead. So like yesterday, we turned one down. It was on the other side of Atlanta. It's just going to be, part of it. Me come from Rome, that's 2 hours.
It's going to take you 8 hours to do the whole job.
So, but yeah, they've been great to work with. Everything so far has been awesome. On leads that have ended up, we've had a couple already bust. Customers fixed their door themselves yesterday, so they didn't need us to come out and Angie's Lead. They gave us our money back for that lead.
Sure.
So, simple, awesome things that they're doing for us.
Yeah, absolutely. What has been the most difficult part so far?
Probably getting all of our license and everything through the state. LegalZoom, we had a bunch of complications with them trying to actually get everything set up.
I try to steer people away from that too because I know it's cheaper. I know it's a lot cheaper. I think you can get your whole the LLC established and everything for like less than $100.
Well, see, we actually went with the premium package to have us a attorney if we ever needed one, an accountant that kept up with all of our books and everything. And then they tell you on the website, this is what you're going to pay. You pay it. Then a week later, they charge me additional money for something else. And they're like, no, this is what you signed up for, even though I went through everything, and refuse to refund us the money. And they're like, yeah, we'll cancel your subscription, but it ends in a year because that's how long you paid for it. I'm like, I don't even need this, so why am I paying for it?
Right.
They've been probably the hardest factor in our business startup.
How's everything going now, though? You got your LLC established, and
everything's
do you have
good.
to have contractor licensing through the state or no?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, so but everything's other than that's going good. It took them about 2 weeks to get everything processed. So it was 2 weeks before the 25th that we actually tried to start everything, but it was on the 25th that everything got finalized. But other than that, we haven't had to deal with them anymore, so it's not that big of an issue, I know, at this point.
Sure. How's the website process been?
That I don't know. Like I said, Aaron's taking care of all
Sure.
of that for us.
Sure.
So
Is he trying to build it, or you guys have somebody building it for you?
he's gonna try to build it. If it becomes too complicated for him and we can't get it done fast enough, then we're gonna look for somebody to build it for us.
Sure. Yeah, I've
So
got a buddy, the our editor and everything. He built our website for our production company and all those things, and he does it for. It's not really his main service. You know what I mean? Like, he's very much on the marketing, videography side of things, and
yeah,
and helping you tell your story in a way that customers are going to buy from you. It's kind of his premise. But without a website, it's hard to convert some of those things. So he knows that that's something he's been able to do. So if you need somebody, he does a good job for a low price.
that's
But
great to know.
yeah, absolutely. Anytime that we can make it a little easier for somebody, we want to, because we have felt all those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We have literally felt everything that you can think of in the business world where you have to overcome some sort of complication. We have been through it because someone else felt that pain, and we wanted to help them overcome it before it stalled their business in a way that dissuaded them from being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Because that happens. Like, the uphill battle to like get started, like, it's like a lot of the people that went through that process with LegalZoom would just quit.
yeah,
You know, they would just quit. And there's a bunch of dormant LLCs out there that are just not functioning. You know what I mean? Because hell, starting a business is tough. You know,
yeah. It
it's very
definitely
difficult.
is.
What do you think the road for employees are for you guys?
Um, if we keep going at the rate that we're at, just with Angie's leads, I mean, we might have to hire somebody within the next 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, we were planning on maybe
Another
a
tech
year.
first, and
Yeah,
then focus on the operation side of things.
yeah, because we've already got people that can do office stuff that's asked us to do things. They want to come work for us. Got my stepdad. He wants to kind of hook up with us if we ever get that chance. Because he's got that whole office side experience with
Sure.
businesses and stuff.
Oh, it's important.
And even in the garage door industry, he's got it in the garage door industry. 'Cause
Oh, wow.
I started in this industry because of him.
Sure.
So he gave me my first startup with the business that he's working with. So
Cool. And have you thought about the like deals and bunches aspect? Are you guys going to start marketing to HOAs and property managers and all those things as well?
yeah, we are. I've actually I'm talking to real estate agents
Hmm.
all the time, constantly trying to get on with them when they're selling houses. Got a few HOAs in Rome that I'm talking to about putting the garage doors on new builds out there, or being the company that they use whenever they need one repaired,
Sure.
replaced, whatever. Got a few contractor people out there that want to use our company as well for their door company. So
Have you ever heard of BNI?
no,
BNI is something that I'm in. I could probably pull it up for you on their website as well. But BNI it stands for Business Network International, right? And what BNI does is it's a closed seat networking group, right? So, like, you know how RBG does it, like everybody, like one seat per industry,
yeah,
right? So, like, if you're a member and you're the garage door guy, no other garage door guys can come in there. Well, BNI was like one of the innovators of that game, and I'm part of the Cartersville group, right? And really, what makes BNI different is these numbers, right? I'm part of the Cartersville group. We meet at 7:30 every Monday morning, but the home sphere, like the appraiser, the commercial real estate agent, the residential real estate agent, the loan officer, all of those people in there are like the people that pass the most business.
yeah.
You should definitely, we don't have anybody in the garage door space at all. You should definitely, I don't even think we've ever had anybody visit, like in your industry. You should at least visit. But I would encourage you to take a look at BNI, because BNI is one of those things where, like, you can experience growth really that you weren't ready for. You know what I mean? It's like people can put you on deals and just by there, because you can leverage other people's relationships, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you called my buddy and said, "Hey, can you build our website?" There's no telling what answer you would get from 99.9% of people that are just, you're a lead to them on the way into there. But I say, "Hey, call these people. They're my friends. Just did a podcast with them. Hook them up with a website," right? Like, you get a different experience there. BNI is all of that. It's straight referral networking. and the sphere specifically in Cartersville is super, super strong, and at least 25, maybe up to 40% of our group is from Rome.
Okay.
So like we have a catering company out there, bookkeeper that's from Rome, all those people, and they're strong members as well. But I would encourage you to check BNI out. It's a really, really strong growth tool for, especially industries like yours where people are already in the house. We have an electrician, we have a handyman service, we have tons of stuff that could be sending you guys opportunities as well. So
Yeah, because we're definitely not against teaming up with other companies that we can get their name out there and they can help us get our name out there.
sure, it's kind of
we'd love
like
to help
Angie's List
people.
without them taking money. It's really what it is,
Yeah.
because like, and really you're solving a problem for it, because there's going to be times where people need it fast, or they need a repair or a replacement on a garage door so that they can sell a house, or something like that. You're going to have to provide a little bit different level of service for some of those people sometimes. But at the end of the day, they fuel so much business locally that it's crazy not to be a part of their network. I mean, they're killers in their industry. Honestly, a lot of them have been in their industry for 25 plus years, and they pass a freaking ton of business. Our BNI group right now has about 25 members, and we'll do about $2 million in closed business between the group this year.
Yeah,
So
that's incredible.
yeah, it's probably $40,000-$50,000 average per seat.
Yeah.
And I bet the real estate's for just the people that are coming to your house and fixing stuff or selling houses and are involved in that process. It's probably half the group, and they're probably going to do like 3/4 of the volume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have a tree service in there that kills it. So there's a bunch of people in there that you should definitely meet. I can introduce you to those people regardless, but
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna talk to Aaron about. Like I said, we're willing to get in there. We want to get growing as fast as possible. I already know people. If we do need other garage door techs hired even sooner, we've got people that we know that been in the industry. That
sure.
even guys that I've trained
Yeah,
at my old companies that are waiting on me to get big enough to hire them on.
sure. Well, it'll happen before you know it.
Yeah,
That's a fact. You just want to do it in a sustainable way too. I've seen people before, they grow so fast and then they bring people on and then the work doesn't keep up.
Yeah.
So, but if you keep like being at stuff like Rome Business Group and finding people that can send you deals in bunches, and can send you deals forever, your company will grow in a very like predictable way. It's really what you want, is that predictable growth where you're like, oh, we're probably going to onboard 60 customers this month. That's X amount of dollars. We need X amount of technicians. We need X amount of insurance. We need X amount of trucks. We need X amount of materials. Like it's a really good way to grow your business in a way that's really stable. That's what we
Yeah.
found. And really we started like Jay, he was a core member of BNI, where he would go around to different groups and he would help them get their like first 15 or 20 members. Then he would kind of pass them off to the leadership team in that local area. So like from all the way from Rome to, Decatur, he's set up BNI groups there for people and kind of pass them off. So our relationships run very, very deep with BNI. I've been a BNI member for like 4 years. So it's a cool experience. You should definitely come check it out.
yeah, for sure.
Tell me a little bit about the, like your goals, right? So like if everything goes as smooth as you want it to, what does that look like for you? And then like, what are your end goals? If everything goes exactly how you want, you keep pushing how you're pushing, how long is it going to take you to get to where you want to be, and where is that?
It's tough. I always say that I'll work until the day I end up dying, but once I started this, and I guess the goal becomes getting so big and having managers that can kind of take over, and I can pass the company on, and eventually just retire, spend time with my family, travel the world.
Sure.
Eventually, we got 2 boys right now,
Nice.
but once they get older and stuff, and we really get formed into money and have
How
our
old?
money. 5-year-old, almost 6, and then a 1.5-year-old.
Yeah, I got a 6-year-old and I got a 2-month-old.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so
congrats.
Appreciate that, my friend. Congratulations to you as well. It gives you a different feel, because like really you can pass your business on in a way that is so valuable to your kids and other people in your family. Like my book of business is protected forever. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like that's the goal here, because we make not a lot of money off every client, right? There's no one client that pays all of our bills.
Yeah,
But if we get a
exactly.
bunch of clients that slowly form into something super, super valuable, that allows me to create, residual income that my family can experience and appreciate for a long, long time,
Yeah.
and it's not always been the case. So look far.
Yeah,
Put
I
the
mean,
put the flag that is your goal on top of Mount Everest.
yeah, I mean, people always say, you were handing stuff your whole life, to kids growing up, especially like me. I wasn't. I had to work since the day I turned 16, multiple jobs for multiple years.
Telling you,
But
I
as a
started washing dishes the day I
yeah,
turned 15.
but as a parent, if I'm able not to make my kids go through that,
Mm-hmm.
and them not struggle like I had to growing up, then I did what I was supposed to do as a parent.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
And you can
know,
reinvest your time everywhere else.
yeah,
You've got techs running all over the Southeast fixing garage doors for people, and it allows you to invest in your family in a way that
yeah.
a lot of people don't get that opportunity to.
Yeah,
So,
and once they get older, our goal is to adopt at least one or two kids.
sure.
So, that's our
Do
goal in
your
life.
boys play baseball?
Yeah, our oldest one does right now. He's got his last game on Thursday this week.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, mine didn't want to play baseball this year. Broke
yeah.
my heart. Yeah, he wants to play everything else, but was a menace at soccer. This was his first soccer year, and he was killing it at soccer, and just wants to do other stuff in the spring. I was
He's got to
okay.
have some good stamina if he's out there playing some soccer.
Yeah,
Boy.
that was my kid too. Is run forever. Like
Yeah.
as soon as he started walking, he ran before he walked, and he's never stopped. It feels
Yeah.
like But that's cool, my friend. We have a lot of similarities about where we are in our life. I look forward to seeing kind of where your business takes you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. It's been awesome y'all having us in here today and doing all this, man. Y'all been great to work with.
Yeah, no problem, my
know.
friend. Always. Hopefully, we can use some of this stuff you can put on your website and throw some marketing material and let people. I think the behind the scenes aspect of your business is super, super important. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Is people want to see what things are really like, where you really come from and what it feels like to do business with you. And I don't think you really get that in a way other than, other than sitting down and telling your story in a way that people can eat it up. We've probably been talking for 15, maybe 20 minutes, something like that. And,
Yeah, around there.
And people you create this profile of, somebody that people want to do business with. I want to do business with you. If mine breaks, first ones you're calling to fix it. So
I appreciate it. We look forward to serving everybody that we can. I mean, our goal is to, of course, make happy customers. Get the job done right the very first time we're out there, not have to come back on warranty calls. If we do, we're so confident in our work and what we do. We offer a complimentary 2-year warranty on everything. I don't know another company out there that does that. If you
Sure.
want an additional
And that's just
warranty,
service warranty too, not like manufacturers or if your parts fail. That's just
yeah, exactly.
we'll fix whatever happens, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to
So,
be.
I mean, like both companies I've worked for, 1-year warranty. That's it. Even if a year and a day goes by and something breaks right then, they're gonna say no. You got to pay for it. Not us. You got that additional year. We know that our stuff's that good of material. We know that what we install is going to be installed correctly.
Sure.
And it should be 10 years before it finally breaks.
Sure.
So-
Yeah, absolutely. And it does happen. Garage doors are heavy and
Yeah.
tension is real and gravity is real. It
People
happens.
run through them every day.
Yeah,
So-
that's a fact. That's a fact. Our garage door, when I was a kid, dude, I remember our garage door was such a piece of junk, and we probably rigged it up and fixed it ourselves so many times.
Yeah.
Like I know that that's a real thing out there in the world, but it's probably hell, you probably save so much money and time these days just
Well-
getting it fixed by somebody that actually knows what they're doing. I don't think there's no point in doing that
Yeah,
anymore.
our favorite customers are DIYers. 'Cause
Yeah.
They end up messing them up so much.
You have to take all the sheet metal off the garage door before you
costs
fix it.
They're ready to spend money because they've already put so much time and effort into it.
They're over it.
Yeah, they're
Fix this
just like,
problem for
yeah.
me and tell me how much it costs. I hear that. Well, tell me a little bit about just before we get out of here, like what does it feel like? There probably was this light switch moment of whether you were at, you might have been at work one day in Atlanta and your boss tells you got to go to Chattanooga or whatever that looks like. But I think everybody kind of has this light switch moment where they're like, I want to go all in on my business. It's time for me to wear the owner hat and it's time for me to run this business and, create opportunities for employees the way that, in a way that I want to do it and in a different way than most people in my industry do it. Just tell me what these first few weeks have felt like and were you scared or happy and proud and all of those things? And,
all of it together, man. Scared that it's not going to work out. Happy that I finally made the leap after talking about it for the past 2 years of wanting to do it. I talked to my family about it. They were great with encouraging me. You know what to do. You can do it. So they really pushed me to finally give me the edge to finally just take the leap and do it myself. So my family and friends have all been great. But I mean, the moment that I finally just decided, it was just having enough from my boss at work. I felt like the company wasn't ran the way that really a company should be. Boss wasn't talking to employees the way that a boss should talk to his employees. And finally, everything just kind of clicked, and I was like, you know what? I've got the money now. I can start it. I talked to Aaron. He's been wanting to do the same. He's in the same situation at his job with the owner, and we were just like, we've got the experience. We know how to do all this. You know, he's the top technician at his company. I'm the top technician at my company that we were both working at, and we're like, we're the top two technicians out of 10 technicians at each company. Then I think we can be fine on our own.
Sure.
So.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I say it all the time. Like, a lot of people are not betting people, but I am, you know, and if I was to ever place a bet, I might as well bet on me, you know, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what you did. You know, you bet on yourself, you
That's
believe in
it.
yourself. Getting into business is scary. You know, it is, it's tough on your mind. You know, it's tough at night. Like, this feeling that you haven't done enough never goes away, you know, so
Yeah, and so
it's
far
all those things.
it's been tough on the family. I mean, I've spent since we started, I've worked 7 days a week for the
Mhm.
past month. I mean, whether it's actually being out doing garage door stuff or being at home trying to figure out pricing and marketing and all that stuff and just getting everything set up. I feel like I haven't put as much into my family as I want to, but of course that'll change. I mean, my
You're buying
girlfriend's
time now to cash in later, my friend.
yeah,
I truly believe that.
yeah,
I think that's what starting a business is.
yeah. I mean, my girlfriend's been super supportive, so she knows what the deal is. She's not hounding me about everything. She believes in me. She believes in our future. So she's been awesome as well in this process. So if you got a good structure behind you, you're going to be able to move forward in life and really succeed.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree completely. You make it on your own terms. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You do business on your own terms, and having the people around you that allow you to do that's so important, my friend. I'm
Yeah.
glad you got it for you. I'm excited for you.
I appreciate it.
Before we get out of here, remind people the name of your company, how to get a hold of you in case they want to buy something from you.
Yep. We are Up Down Garage Doors LLC. You can reach me on Facebook at Up Down Garage Doors. Give us a like, give us a follow. You can message me directly on there. Our email is updowngaragedoors@outlook.com. And then my phone number, you can reach me directly at via text or phone call, 706-844-3530.
Cool.
So,
I look forward to having you back in here, my friend.
yes, sir.
Looking back, maybe we'll sit here and watch this podcast and be like, man, I was a rookie. You know what I mean? I was a freaking rookie. Because that's what it is, man. You don't, you got to get in there and get the playing time, like you throw your first pitch, it's tough, and there's a lot more pitches to throw, or you catch your first pass in a football game, you got a lot more passes to catch, and that's kind of where you are is getting on the mound or stepping out there on the field is kind of the hardest thing. And once you get it licked, man, you just got to keep doing a lot of the same. You go to work every day and make something happen for you and the people that you care about. So I'm excited for you. And obviously we work with small businesses, every shape and size and form of small businesses to super large to super small. We power payments and help those people save money on taking money from their customers, so we know someone in pretty much every industry. I have some introductions that I can make for you guys to people that I think will definitely send you guys some business. But if there's anything that we can do for you, any trouble that you're having or somebody that you want to kind of pick your brain about something, let me know. More than happy to make an introduction and leverage any resources that I have for you guys. So
most definitely. We appreciate it a lot. We definitely look forward to talking to you more about as well as y'all's payments, how y'all take payments and card swipers and doing all that stuff. So we'd like to use y'all as long as y'all refer us. We want to use your business
works
as
for
well.
me.
So
yeah, absolutely. I think every single person here has a garage door. Actually, you need to talk to Amanda after this. Amanda, we were just talking about her homeowner's insurance, right? And one of the reasons that her homeowner's insurance rate increased this year is because of last Thanksgiving, not 2022 Thanksgiving, 21 Thanksgiving. They were trying to deep fry turkey, right? And she probably hates the fact that I'm telling this on the podcast, so that's okay. She's trying to deep fry turkey, and the actual burner that heated up the oil failed and lost the ability to regulate the fire, basically, right? And so, you had your burner that's pumping a little bit of propane out, it's heating up this oil so that you can fry a turkey, and next thing you come out and it's literally a flamethrower blowing fire 10 feet high onto your house, and it melted the siding onto their house. It melted because those a lot of the windows in garage doors are not glass.
Yeah, some of them are kind of like a plastic,
Yeah,
kind
it's like
of
almost
like
like
a
plexiglass
yeah,
kinda, you know? And so it changed the shape of some of them, you know what I mean? So her and the people wouldn't fix it. Actually, the people that she hired to do the siding and everything like that were literally just like, "Hey, I want to, you know, I want to
yeah,
increase your ticket and take some of that money that you have for your garage door and fix it, but I don't feel comfortable fixing it for you because I don't feel like I'll do a good job, you know?" And I
yeah,
was like, what an amazing thing
yeah. At
for a
least they're
contractor to
honest.
say, you know what
Yeah,
I
a
mean?
lot of contractors out there aren't nowadays. They're gonna
Yeah.
go out there and take your money, upcharge you on everything they
Yeah,
can upcharge you at.
try to
And
figure it out. Watch
yeah,
YouTube videos on the
yeah,
truck after they've taken their payments about how to fix
exactly.
it. Yeah, I get it. But she is gonna be at the point somewhere where she's gonna need you guys. They're gonna want to sell their house and all those things, and they're gonna need you. So there's some business laying there for you just here in the office that you'll be able to get sometime soon. So
Well, that's awesome. And for everybody out there, we do have a low price guarantee on everything. So if you do find somebody that beats our price, we will beat them by at least $100.
nice.
So
That's the way to be, my friend. I'm gonna turn this thing off. I'll edit in the next couple of days. I'll get it to you. You can use it for whatever you want. We'll post it on all of our social channels and everything like that, and drive some engagement as best we can to your Facebook group and your website and all those things, especially once they're up. But like I said, lean on us. You know,
sure will.
if you don't lean on us, we can't help you, and we want to help you. You know, we want to
100%.
get the ball down the road. And we want to help you with everything that we can. Payments is the tip of the iceberg. That's what we do. That's our bread and butter. You know that is you know, that's everything to us. It's how we make our money. But the value of that is so small based on what we can do for businesses. Because you probably know as well as anybody, once you set it, you want to forget it. You know,
Yeah.
once you build that process and figure out how you're going to do something, you want it to just sit there and work. And the reason that we have been able to acquire so many new customers and create relationships as fast as we do is because I can introduce you to the person that builds your website. And I can introduce you to a good CPA that can help you with your taxes, you know, and it's just knowing people and putting people in the right place and not expecting, you know, giving till you can't give and expecting nothing in return has been a good thing for us. So that's what we want to do. Like I said,
Yeah.
lean on us and we'll help you.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, and we plan on utilizing y'all in every way that we can. So
Cool. Well, I'm sure you'll be back, my friend. This has been Burn the Ship. Until next time, pals.